Hello guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with another episode of Konami Fix the Ban List, a segment on my channel where I talk about cards that I personally think should be limited, semi-limited, banned, or unlimited. And today we are going to be talking about a card that is something that I think should really be hit, banned preferably, but something that probably won't get hit because of it's just not so. It's not necessary right now, but I feel like the longer it's out, the longer it will be, the further and further it will be a problem. Now this is a card that's very similar to Scapegoat in the way that it summons multiple tokens to such a generic, very easy link advantage. And this card is Galaxy Tomahawk, a rank 7, needs 2 materials to make, and it has 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense. Its effect basically is, detach 2 materials from this card, your opponent takes no damage for the rest of the turn, or battle damage, and you can special summon as many tokens as possible. Now, the reason I'm talking about this card today is because it's basically a free generic token generator that works very well in tune with link monsters, and we've already seen this card being used. I personally use this card as well in decks that like to generate lots of advantage, such as the Danger FTK, for example. This card has been utilized very heavily in Danger FTK, being able to just generate so much, be able to generate like 5 tokens, make a firewall, then go into a cannon soldier and then just make the loop. Or in other decks such as like maybe rank 7 decks such as Dark Magicians, or Red Eyes, or just those really side decks that don't really have any relevance right now, but is still being used in them. And basically, I think that I'm feeling like this card really does need to be banned, but not for the reasons like a lot of you are thinking, such as, oh, it's being used in Danger FTK, it can generate a ton of token advantage. Well, I do think it's because it can generate a ton of token advantage, but I feel like it needs to be banned because of how easy it is to make. And when you're looking at it from a whole standpoint, from one standpoint where, sure, it helps with the FTK, it gives you more advantage in the FTK. When we get Summon Sorceress, it can generate the machine token to summon a Cannon Soldier from deck, to then use as link material, then get the Firewall to return the Cannon Soldier to your hand, and then go on and so forth, on and so forth and on. But the cards in general, the card in general, Galaxy Tomahawk, currently doesn't really do a lot. But I feel like as we go further and further and further into the link mechanic, when we start getting more and more generic link monsters, this card will just become a bigger and bigger problem. Because currently all it really does is facilitate the FTK a little more. It helps you get to that point where you're able to get the monsters necessary to make the firewall and go even further from there. But the card currently doesn't do a lot outside of that. There's only a few decks that can really use it. There's only a few cards that can utilize it properly. And there's only one deck in the meta that's abusing the card, and as I said, it is Danger FTK. But as we keep going further and further into this meta, where we keep seeing more and more, say, level 7 decks, more and more cards that allow you to link summon using any monsters, like the first one was the first one was Firewall, where you could just be a generic link monster. Actually, no. The first two was the Galaxy, the Gaia Knight and Firewall to be a generic link, and that's how I was able to use it in Dark Magicians and utilize it with other cheeky stuff. But the card is just a card that essentially facilitates a ton of FTK, well, not FTK, sorry, link generating potential. And a card that has the ability to just generate so many tokens, so much advantage just for free, and just keep going and going and going from that point, isn't really a fair card in my opinion. And now, we know Scapegoat is an unfair card. We know Scapegoat is an unfair card, and that can be used in every single deck. But Scapegoat at least has a limitation that allows it to only be used, as in you can't summon anything else the turn you activate the card. So you have to basically wait a turn to be able to utilize the Scapegoat. Now, Scapegoat is a broken card because if you could just make the Mrs. Radiant, 2 spiders, and keep going from there. But Galaxy Tomahawk is very similar in that regard, but it's even better. it's very similar, but it's even better. First off, you're getting 2 more tokens than you would with the scapegoat. Well, you're getting 1 more token with the scapegoat. Plus, you already get to keep the Galaxy Tomahawk to use as a monster, a link material to go into other further link monsters, such as the Great Fire link monster that gives you, which is the Wind generic link monster. And you can also use that advantage to go into other cards like Borrello, Borrel Sword. Now, sure, you can't OTK with these cards, but the fact of the card, another factor of the card is where it's different to scapegoat is that you can use it during your first turn. And it being able to be used during your first turn, for Galaxy Tomahawk being able to be used during your first turn, in my personal opinion, is not a fair card, is not fair whatsoever. Because being able to utilize a card like Galaxy Tomahawk on your first turn to be able to essentially be able to make a big link board, being able to generate an FTK and keep going from there is going to be doing a lot in general. Because let's look at it from here. You get 6 monsters. You use, say, 2 to make a Great Fly, 2 more to make a Proxy Dragon, and then 2 more to make a Phoenix. Now, you've used 6 monsters there to make a Proxy Dragon, a Great Fly, and a Phoenix. Now, hear me out, you could turn that Great Fly into any other link monster. Say if you're able to playing a Crusadia monster or something that allows you to special summon from your hand or boost your consistency, you can continuously go from there. And actually, now I think about it, you don't even need to make the Phoenix, because what you could do, well, actually no, you make the Phoenix, but you make it pointing next to the Great Fly. Then you turn the 2 into a Firewall Dragon, turn the Phoenix into a Mermaid. Discard a card with the Mermaid, get a draw, and summon an ability from your deck to your hand, from your deck to the field, and then you also get to summon another monster from your hand, obviously as Chain Link 2 with Firewall, to go into even more advantage from there, basically facilitating an FTK, an extra link board, which you would be able to facilitate very easily when you think about it as well, in the Danger FTK strategy. Because as we all know that we're going to see every Cannon Soldier, Amazoness Archer, and Priestess of Ohm getting banned. We know all of those cards are getting banned because they're cards that can facilitate an OTK, an FTK in the deck. But Galaxy Tomahawk will still be here, and it will still be able to generate an extra link board on top of what it can already do. And this is another reason why I wanted to talk about this card, because it's a way to generate an extra link. If you are able to consistently get cards to your hand, consistently get to those materials to keep going and getting more monsters, you are going to be able to facilitate an extra link very easily through just making a Galaxy Tomahawk. Now, you guys are probably thinking, how can you make the Galaxy Tomahawk? How are you getting to the Galaxy Tomahawk? But with the dangers around, that's not hard. That really is not hard. And I know other decks can't do it as easily, but still, you can still use it in decks such as Dark Magicians or decks that use level 7 monsters to gain a load of advantage. You can still use it in decks like that, and you can still generate more and more advantage through this card. So, personally, I feel like this card being able to just generate a ton of link advantage, being able to just later on in the game even be able to just continuously generate an OTK advantage, an extra link advantage, and just so much along those lines. I feel like Galaxy Tomahawk does need to be banned. Now, obviously, I don't think it will be banned on this list. I don't feel like the card will actually be hit on this list at all. It doesn't need to be hit just yet. And I know Konami won't really hit cards unless they're really big problems, why we're going to see every Cannon Soldier hit over Firewall Dragon. And remember, Firewall Dragon is also part of this thing, what I'm talking about, be able to facilitate OTK, an extra link board. But my point still stands. A card like Galaxy Tomahawk being able to generate multiple monsters to just go into tons of link advantage isn't really fair. And having a way to just generate tons of link advantage, being able to just go into more and more cards, I understand that can be very, very powerful, and I understand that Galaxy Tomahawk isn't the easiest card to make outside of a Danger deck or a deck like Dark Magicians or something like that. But the card is still something that can be abused, and the card is still something that can be used very easily, and it isn't really as fair as people think. But guys, That's just what I personally think. I personally think that Galaxy Tomahawk needs to be banned. I feel like it needs to be just get out the meta. I feel like it's a card that just doesn't need to be around. And with the Link era just continuing on, and with cards like, as we know, Scapegoat and other token generators that just really are abused and really are just really go the extra mile to be more and more degenerate, we need to see a card like Galaxy Tomahawk banned just to stop these degenerate extra link strategies. Now, this is, as I said, my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You guys are entitled to your opinion. But what do you personally think of this? I personally think it will facilitate too many extra link boards, just too many link strategies. Just as further we go in, the more it will be abused. And even when the Dangers lose their FTK, there will still be a very good extra link strategy. But guys, what do you personally think? Do you think this is a broken card? Do you think this card is fine as it is? Do you think we should just leave it and see what happens? Tell me all of that in the comment section below. I personally think it should be banned. It probably won't be banned right now because there's no need to ban it, but I personally think it will. It should be. What do you guys think? Tell me all of that in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts, your opinions, anything like that, because I love to hear them and I want to know what you're thinking about on this. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button to show that you enjoyed the video. I want to see more Konami fix the ban list on my channel, or other videos like this, such as discussions and other things. If you want to see future Yugioh content, don't forget to press the subscribe button to see those in your subscription box. If you want to be notified of any of that content as well, don't forget to press the notification button. Also, to be notified of streams that I normally do at 8 PM UK time on Thursday afternoons. And yeah, guys, Galaxy Tomahawk, in my opinion, should be banned. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section below. I'll see you guys later, and RobertBat1 signing out. Later, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and check out the links in the description for the previous video, and the link to my Facebook page where you can see previous videos that I've posted there, and any other information that I may have posted there. I hope to see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.